Heartbreak for Raducanu. Watch her lift the match, but lose to Pegula. Shocking missed points. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more details videos. There's a special kind of silence that hangs over a stadium when a crowd doesn't know whether to cheer or cry. A silence where 1,000 people hold their breath, not out of awe, but out of disbelief. That's the silence that wrapped center court the moment Emma Raducanu's final forehand drifted just long. And just like that, the scoreboard blinked. 6-4, 5-7, 7-6, 9-7. Jessica Pegula had won, but it didn't feel like it, because for 2 hours and 48 minutes, Emma Raducanu had the crowd and the match in the palm of her hand. She lifted the energy, turned defense into attack, and danced on the baseline like a player reborn. This wasn't the Emma Raducanu of cautious injury comebacks or tentative second serves. This was Grand Slam Emma, the one who'd once stormed through the U.S. Open without dropping a single set, the one who made the impossible look routine. And yet, here we were, Raducanu, head bowed, hand briefly raised in resignation. Pegula, stunned more than ecstatic. A win is a win, but everyone knew how close it had come to slipping away. The match that slipped through fingers. The match began as many expected. Pegula, the consistent veteran, applying early pressure with deep returns and near-flawless court coverage. Raducanu dropped the first set 6-4 after being broken late. Her timing just half a beat off, her serve flickering with inconsistency. But the second set changed everything. Raducanu, perhaps spurred by the rising murmurs of crowd, began to play with abandon, not recklessness, but fearlessness we hadn't seen since her meteoric rise. She cracked backhands down the line that left Pegula flat-footed. She retrieved drop shots with the grace of a dancer and turned defense into blistering counterattacks. She broke Pegula at 5-5 and served out the set with an ace that sent the crowd roaring. She lifted the match, and in that moment, it felt like she'd never let go. But tennis is a cruel artist. It paints beauty and breaks hearts with the same brushstroke. Set 3, the tug-of-war. The third set was war. Pegula steadied her nerves, grinding from the baseline, forcing Raducanu into long, physical rallies. Still, Emma held on. She saved break points with audacity. A serve and volley here, a drop shot there. Her body language was alive, fists clenched, eyes sharp. Then came match point. Yes, Raducanu had a match point. On Pegula's serve at 5-6, 30-40. A short second serve. Emma stepped in, eyes wide, racket ready. The rally began. She had it. A looping backhand from Pegula. Sat up like a gift. Emma shifted, swung, and missed. Not completely, but not enough. The ball clipped the net tape and dropped back on her side. Gasps, groans. Pegula, breathing heavily, backed off the baseline in relief. From there, it unraveled. The tiebreak, a storm of emotions. The tiebreak was a blur. Raducanu led 6-3, 3 more match points. But her shots grew tight, her legs slower. A double fault at 6-4, a wide backhand at 6-6. And then, at 7-8, a final rally. 20 strokes, each one tighter than the last. Pegula sent a heavy cross-court forehand deep. Emma reached, perhaps a millisecond late, and her forehand sailed just past the baseline. Game, set, match. Jessica Pegula. The missed points, a montage of what-ifs. It wasn't just a match point. There were so many moments, shocking missed points. Fans would say later on social media. The forehand into the net, on an open court at 4-2 in the final set. A short overhead at 5-3 that she overcooked wide. The double fault at 6-5 in the tiebreak. Her second serve tossed like a coin in the wind. Each miss was a thread in the tapestry of this heartbreak. Not massive errors, but moments that made the difference between triumph and tragedy. Aftermath, standing ovation in defeat. When Emma approached the net, she smiled, just faintly. It was a smile of someone who knew she had played her heart out, even if it wasn't enough. Pegula embraced her quickly, whispering something, likely admiration or apology. The cameras didn't catch the words. The crowd stood as Raducanu collected her bag, not out of politeness, out of respect. They knew they had seen something rare, a player who had lifted the match with pure will, only to be undone by tennis's cruel margins. She walked off the court like a warrior, not defeated, just delayed. Social media eruption. She should have won within minutes. Hashtag Raducanu was trending worldwide. How did she lose that? Emma was the better player for 80% of that match. Those missed points will haunt her. That's the best she's played since 2021. Tennis is brutal. Even Pegula, in her post-match interview, said, "I'm lucky to be through. Emma had me on the ropes. She played incredible." The bigger picture. A match that changed the narrative. Losses like this can destroy confidence or redefine it. For Emma Raducanu, this wasn't just a loss. It was proof that the spark is still there, that she can push a top 5 player to the edge, that she can dictate, respond, and fight for nearly 3 hours on the big stage. The missed points? Yes, they'll sting. But sometimes, heartbreak is the soil from which comebacks grow. Final thoughts. Lifted, not fallen. Watch her lift a match but lose. The headline writes itself. But beneath the heartbreak lies a deeper story. A player who's learning how to win again by risking loss. A talent who reminded the world why she captured it in the first place. She walked off a loser on paper. But anyone who watched knows better. Emma Raducanu won something much more important. She won belief, hers and ours. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and share. Till next time.